Hi, I'm Jack Heath, and today I'm going to show you how I write dialogue. The first draft of a scene often looks a bit like this. Hi there, Jack said. Hi there, Felicity said. How are you? Jack said. I'm good, Felicity said. How are you? I'm good too, Jack said. Okay, so first problem with this is we don't necessarily need all those he saids and she saids. So firstly, once you've established the genders, male and female, after that, Jack can just become he and Felicity can just become she. So that makes things a little bit better. But more than that, hang on, that's good to hear, she said. I just needed a couple of extra lines of dialogue. Okay, so then once you've established who's talking, you can usually get rid of a couple of these, right? So you only need to remind the reader who's talking whenever they might get confused. I find one in every 3 or 4 lines is a good way of doing it. The next thing, though, is you want, instead of he said, she said, or even he asked, she asked, I'm always looking for a way that I can use some body language instead of using he said or she said, to kind of show you how they're feeling. So in this case, instead of hi there, Jack said, Jack waved a hand awkwardly. You know what? Can you wave? Yeah, you can wave something other than a hand, but we can probably just say waved, right? Hi there, Jack waved awkwardly. And then hi there, Felicity shuffled over. Keeping one eye on the exit. So now we've created some conflict, right? This was a perfectly pleasant conversation before, but now it feels a little bit awkward and uncomfortable, and the reader can sense that something's going on. Another thing we want to do is avoid repetition. So hi there, right over hi there, we don't want that. So how about we go hi there, hi, done. Next, so let's get rid of this he said over here, and what can Jack be doing? Jack could feel the sweat pooling in his armpits. So now the reader gets the sense that there's some kind of subtext going on. This is becoming a much more interesting conversation now. Another thing you can start to do is differentiate the characters' voices. So, for example, one character might be quite formal, hello there, while the other one just says, hi, how are you today? Good. You? So now we've got kind of a formal character who's a bit effusive, uses quite a lot of words, and you've got another one who's a bit sort of shorter and blunter, that kind of thing. And we've established, using the sensation of the sweat pooling in the armpits, whose perspective this is from. It's also worth noting that an argument is more interesting than a conversation. So even though these characters, something uncomfortable is going on, we could turn it into more of an argument. In this case, so when Felicity says cool, we could make it clear that she's actually unhappy about the fact that Jack is good, quote unquote good, like he doesn't deserve to be, he's done something wrong. So it could be like, what do we got here? That's just great. Really great. Or, really? Felicity's eyes bored into his. Just great. Although we used her eyes up here as well, keeping her gaze on the exit. Felicity's eyes, or maybe Felicity's voice was cold. Something like that. You only need to sort of describe the voice or the action, like awkwardly up here, if it doesn't quite fit with the dialogue, like if the reader isn't going to assume it on their own. Like adding that Felicity's voice was cold makes it clear that she's being sarcastic here. Okay, anyway, so that's how you write dialogue. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'll be back soon. I'm Jack Heath, author of Kill Your Brother and various other things, and I'll be back soon with more writing tips.